that a British saying? You had to teach me these things because I wanna learn. Tell me about Pips. Pips are to the post with the reveal of her new Netflix show. All right, let's take this at face value. So Meghan is supposedly, allegedly, I don't believe anything that they say, but let's just pretend like she's gonna have this cooking show. Okay, all right, sure, why not? Um, I got some land to sell you too if you believe that, but she's gonna have this cooking show. All right, she's done nothing to talk about it, to promote it, to build it up, to draw us in. Nothing. Okay. But yet she's mad that Victoria Beckham is set to have a cooking show. You just can't make this stuff up. It's so crazy. But again, I guess that's the narcissism where she thinks she's just going to automatically be great at everything. But I'm sorry, like, I understand that I just can't with Meghan Markle. But even if, I'm just saying out loud, if you took somebody off the street that has no feelings whatsoever about Meghan Markle, good or bad, just doesn't care. Okay. And you ask them, hey, would you rather watch a cooking show with Meghan Markle or with Victoria Beckham? Who do you think they're picking? Think about Meghan's personality. I know. Hold on. Let me do a verbal demonstration of Meghan's personality. You ready? Sahara. Just nothing there. Nothing to work with. There just doesn't seem to be an ounce of humor or things that make people likable. Humility, relatability, things like that. There's just nothing. And so, of course, people are going to pick Victoria Beckham. And it's funny to me that she's going to be mad. Like, again, hello, no self-awareness. I covered that book where she was hateful to Victoria, allegedly, and tried to put her in her place. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You should be put in your place. Who are you? I'd much rather hang out with a Spice Girl. Come on. It's Posh. Goes on to remind us that she's supposed to be releasing her own cooking show as part of their Netflix deal. Okay. Again, how many times do we hear things like that and then no follow through whatsoever? So we'll see. I've covered it before. I definitely went into it with Dylan before. She does have a history with cooking, but it's not cooking. It's like making toast and calling it, like, I forget what was the word. It's like complicated or something. It's just toast. It's toast with some crap on top of it. It's toast. I could do that. Victoria revealed that her show, The House of VB, which, by the way, it hits screens next year. I will be watching it and I will be discussing it. In case you don't know, go back into your Google machine, go back into your YouTube. It's here on YouTube somewhere, and look up Victoria Beckham documentary. I think that's what it's called. There wasn't much to it, but I got such a kick out of seeing a little bit of behind the scenes of like what she does and stuff. So go watch that. But yeah, I'll be watching it. I'm into it. I really am. I don't know why. I like that. I always have. I've always liked them. I do know why. I think she's interesting, and I like that she runs such a big business. And I think he's interesting to look at. No, he's interesting, and then I like him even more after learning he didn't skip the queue for the Queen. I just think that's so cool. That's one of several things I've learned. And I just think that's so cool. So yeah, I'm a fan of theirs. So I will be watching that. And hell, we'll talk about it right here on the channel. So get ready for that next year. So the show's going to go into her building her fashion empire. Again, I'm here for that. I like to see big businesses like that and how they're run, as well as giving fans an insight to the life of the former Spice Girl. According to royal expert Ingrid Seward, that's what I'm naming my boat. They stole my name, Seward. Meghan will likely be furious that Victoria is releasing her show before her own. Hey, imagine that. You mean you put work into something, you have a product, you can release it? I can't imagine there's been much work done on Meghan's show. Now, when I Googled it, there were articles that kind of implied that it's already wrapped, Meghan's filming, but there's no proof. And I don't believe anything they say ever. You got to take it all with a giant grain of salt. So I don't believe, I'll believe when I see it. Ingrid goes on to say that I'm sure Meghan would have been furious because she likes to be in control. Here's what I hope. I hope they go head to head. I hope they release around the same time and Victoria blows Meghan out of the water. I think that would be hilarious. And I'm sure Meghan will find a reason to blame Harry or the Eastwards or something. Meghan likes to have a female in her sights that she goes after. Remember, Jason Knopf literally said that in the report. Like, There's always a female in her sight she's going after. So, this week it could be Victoria Beckham. I know she's gone after her before. Let's watch this because I know Victoria could definitely hold her own. Anyway, so she apparently likes to be in control. That's not a shocker. I think she'd be annoyed that Victoria had, again, pipped. Pipped. I need to start using that. All right, you pips. Leave me some pips in the comments. I'll laugh at your pip. I'll check out your pips. Nice pips, everybody. All right, where was I? Let's see. She's annoyed that Victoria has pipped her to the post. Again, pipped her to the post. All right, cool. Well, pip me in the comments. Check out my pips. She'd have to be magnanimous. There's a big word. I like it. About it deep down inside. She might be annoyed, but she can't show it. Well, she can because nobody's paying attention. And she's enough of an actress to know she can't possibly show. Are you kidding me? She's the shittiest actress I've ever seen in my life. It's seriously the worst acting. I'm about to. Okay, so this is going up probably on Thursday. Just so you know what's going on today, I'm recording with the Sidley twins on one of her awful, 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 awful movies. So talk to me about acting, and I'll tell you why the three of us were angrily texting each other. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this either. But it's coming. We're going to be recapping one of her crappy, crappy movies. So get ready for that. I'm very excited. I'm laughing so hard I lost my train of thought. What was it? I love that they're pretending like she can act her way through this. She can't act her way. She can't even act like she likes her husband. She can't act like she knows who her kids are. She can't act like a human being. I mean, around anybody. Her face is always giving her away. So what are we talking about? Why are we all of a sudden pretending she can act her way through anything? So earlier this year, it was reported that Meghan's series, which was at that time in early development, will feature the former actress. I like that that's just what they call her. Celebrating the joys of cooking, gardening, entertaining, and friendship. Can you think of things that Meghan is probably less qualified to have a show about? Again, I go with parenting, marriage advice, relationships, fashion advice. I mean, what else we got? A source told Us Weekly back in August the series is going to be a take on her and the joy of living. Again, what are we talking about? Have you ever seen anybody with less joy on their face? I haven't. Well, maybe has no balls, but the two of them talking about joy is just, that's rich. There will be little things she's learned in terms of being a modern day host. What? What are we talking about? What? Okay. Much like the news of the release date, a title for Meghan's series has not been released. Well, that's because I don't believe any of this. I think it's a big crock. I think this is just, I'm just guessing, hypothesizing. It's my opinion. I'm just thinking, Victoria's people probably are announcing this, spreading the word because it sounds like it's on the way. Meghan has nothing. She needs to poo-poo on, sorry, ooh, my voice. She needs to shut that down. She can't have anybody else have attention. So she's putting out things like this, maybe? I don't know. I don't think this is her. I'm spitballing here. Well, whatever happens, it'll be released out of spite because that's her favorite thing to do. Look at ARO. It was released out of spite and it went nowhere. It will be a disaster and a train wreck, and I will be talking about it. So get ready for all that. But in the meantime, yay, I'm excited to watch the Victoria Beckham thing. I'll talk about it right here on the channel. So whenever that happens, we're here for it. And hopefully they feature some of David Beckham. What? It's just for research purposes. Stop looking at me. Guys, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Be sure to pip me real good in the comments. I don't think I'm using that right. Let's get pipped in the comments. Everybody pip each other in the comments. Pip, pip, hooray. Wow, yeah, I could keep going. This is fun. Pip puns. Pip all over the place. It's not as good as Speam, but it's close. I like it. Pip, hooray. Speam, hooray. Okay, I'm going to stop. Thank you guys for everything. I really appreciate it. You know how to further support the show. Check out the pipping. Check out the Speam. Check out the Patreon. Pip the Patreon. I don't think I'm using that right. It's patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where you can get my bonus episodes, deep dives, all the good stuff. Check that out. And you can check out the merch, which is Everything's Fine. You have to say it like that through gritted teeth. Everything's fine. Everything's not fine. Thank you guys so much for everything. I